Blessed day, my people. So in today's video, I have three things to talk about, and one of them is about a woman who is currently going through a certain situation, and she needs the public advice, right, my people? So basically, she asks for some advice, and she has been married for 9 years, right, my people? And her husband, him have two outside kids, right? And she recently, I guess, find out, say, look, another girl out there preggo for him right now, and it's like she pack up and leave, but the man want her to come back home, and him actually reveal something to her. I'm not gonna tell you right now. But what he revealed to her actually made her feel some type of way, and she contemplate whether she should go home back or not, right, my people? So, she asked the people them for them opinions. I also want the ladies them to tell me, what would you do if you were actually in her shoes, right? But also we're going to talk about Sean Paul and Beenie Man, right, my people? Now, there has been a debate as to why Sean Paul is more successful than Beenie Man and a lot of the entertainers them, right? Some people feel like, say, because of Sean Paul complexion rather than the music we make. But Sean Paul, former manager, think that the reason why Beenie Man is not as successful as Sean Paul is because of his management. You understand him? If maybe if he did have better management, he would actually be more successful. So I'm going to actually read an article that explains this a little bit more. And as usual, you can tell me what you think in the comment section, alright? And also we're going to talk about Shensya, whose debut album Alpha has surpassed over 100 million streams on Spotify. This is definitely a good look, people. 100 million views on Spotify. So, Shenseea out here doing her thing, low-key doing her thing, same way. Yes, my people. So I'm going to actually read an article and we're going to talk about it, and you don't know, you can go and big up Shenseea in the comment section. Anyway, people, before we're going to further into the topics, don't forget to like this video, don't forget to subscribe, and make sure you turn the notification bell, put it on all, that way you can get notified when I post a new video. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel, News Mix, and also follow my Instagram page, MixUpTime4. Would I definitely appreciate that. Alright, people, let's get to the story as it relates to the woman who is asking for some advice on what she should do now that she find out her hubby actually breed the next girl. You understand, people? So I'm going to show you some reactions as well. The post was sent in over by Pinkwall, so let's get into the post right now, alright? So it says, so I'm a married woman with 2 kids. I'm with my husband 9 years. He owns a wholesale and a restaurant with bar on it. I want a divorce because no matter what, my husband keep cheating. Get 2 outside kids and I still stayed with him now. Since recently, he got another girl preggo and she's posting him all over social media. He's not doing nothing about it and I'm just 32. If he wants other children, I could give it to him. So this preggo girl keep texting my phone and all. I pack up my things, rent a house and leave. Now he's telling me to come back home because he has cancer and his organs is failing, because he wants to be around his family through this hard time. So I told him, let us go to the doctor together, and he said no because pills won't help him. He's on his last. Now I'm sick, feeling way down that I left my DYING husband behind, but he's the one who caused this. Now my kids are probably going to hate me. So that's what she write, and as me say, a lot of persons are react to it and thing. So let's just get to the comments them right away. And the ladies them, more want to tell me what would you do in this situation. So one person left a comment saying that man don't have no RAASE cancer. Somebody say after him about to get 3 outside kids, him have cancer. Now wants you to be his caretaker, so none of him baby mother them can care for him. Lady, run. Somebody said, do you have proof of his illness, with the question sign? As Lauren Hill said, when I try to walk away, you would hurt yourself to make me stay. This is crazy, this is crazy. And of course, that's a line from a Lauren Hill song. Anyway, somebody say, so if you stay, the cancer I go away. Lie the man I tell, him not have nothing. Then again, sickness is not going to lie. Sickness is not a thing to lie about. So make him stay the ramp with it. You understand? Somebody say, let his mistress care for him. That's the grave he started digging first. Somebody say, girl, your freedom will come soon. Make him organs go and feel. Don't divorce him at RASS. Make him pass away. It will make you get compensation soon enough. Just make sure from now you check if your name upon everything down to him shoes. Yo, them woman. Hey, them people are not easy, You see the advice where she get. Anyway, somebody say, so him have 3 businesses and you're not nowhere, you have to go rent house, and you said your husband, right? Every woman must make plans for rainy days. Somebody say he doesn't have cancer, but don't divorce him yet, just in case he does pass away. You can get what is yours for all the pain you endured. Don't go back to him, girl. It's a trap. Somebody say send the kids so they can spend time with their father, if him even have it. But me, I'd be somewhere enjoying this free time. Somebody said just not sign no divorce papers. If him pass away, make him baby mother take care of him. This man a manipulate if he come home. Him have all of the two other baby mother and good other woman pan the side. Make them step up. Somebody said she not feel guilty for choosing you and your kids. This man is a joker. And when he was doing certain things and, he didn't give whatever about you. He doesn't care about your mental health. And please don't go back. Aren't you prone to enough hurt? Get on with your life. So, only hear the comments them. More only tell me, what would you do if you was in this woman's shoes? If you know, say, look, you and this man did married and you don't know you have no ups and downs, but the man go out there unfaithful and him come to you and make you know say him have cancer and all of that. Would you go back after you done pack up and left because the man can't stay faithful? You see me? What would you do if you was in this woman's shoes? Leave it in the comment section, alright? So now we're going to talk about Sean Paul and Beenie Man. And this topic is basically, it's like them and say Sean Paul didn't surpass Beenie Man because I'm color. It's just that Sean Paul did have like better management and things. So may I actually read an article where it explains this a little bit more, alright people? So it says Sean Paul surpassed Beenie Man because of better management, not skin color, says Jeremy Harding. Sean Paul's former manager Jeremy Harding has rubbish suggestions that Sean Paul was able to surge ahead of Beenie Man internationally in the 2000s because foreign record labels favored him due to his lighter skin color. Harding, who produced Beenie Man's biggest solo hit Who Am I on his Playground rhythm, declared Beenie Man the greatest dancehall artist of all time, but came out in full defense of Sean Paul during an Entertainment Report podcast interview in which the host had asked if there were any reasons why Sean Paul got to break over Beenie Man at that time. The host had explained that he had heard Beenie in an interview pointing out that after the strength of Who Am I, it seemed like he was supposed to really get that international super break, but then it's like after a while, Sean Paul got to break. Harding, however, said that the way the two artists' careers turned out boiled down to proper management on Sean Paul's part and lack thereof in the case of Beenie. I can just put it down to better management. I don't know what else to tell you. What else would I be able to say about it? Beenie Man got himself embroiled in controversy with the people bashing certain lyrics. He put himself on that list as well, and then he had to, apologize to those people, apology letter. I think by the time he got like the king of the dancehall, one of those records that he did, by that time MTV and BET were snubbing him, and he was getting a lot of pressure from the international right activists to change his stance on what he said about that particular community. That hampered his success tremendously. That was also happening at the time. So yeah, a victim of circumstance perhaps with that, the Too Hard producer added. While lauding Beenie Man's Billboard success with Who Am I, Harding also said the song served to cement his place in dancehall as a revered producer. Yo, big up to Beenie Man and all. Love to Beenie Man. I mean, he made me just as much as I helped that record in his career, he said. Harding doubled down on the fact that record labels' primary focus is on song quality and sales potential, and not the skin color of the artist, pointing out that Beenie Man troubles at the time were totally the fault of his management, as several other very poor decisions were made by them. I think that's what was taking place with him at the time. That's what hampered his progress, and just management choices. Doing the song with Janet Jackson and he decided to sing instead of DJ, were things like that which he was doing, he explained. I don't know what else to put it down to. I know where this is leading to, this question of, cause Sean Paul was brown uptown guy, and that's why he got the break, which is nonsense, because record companies don't work that way. Record record companies in New York don't work that way. They're not in this here of shadism like Jamaicans, bro. It's absolutely wrong. What are you talking about? He added. So yes, my people, I'm not read out the full article, but you don't know that is what Sean Paul's former manager had to say as it relates to why him actually, have more success on the international side over W0man. You see me? It just boiled down to better management, and it now have nothing to do with Sean Paul have, prettier color and all them thing there, which is something we see now where some people might say, look, Shenseea, not this and not that, and our color makes shot. We don't know the thing already, so you don't know. We don't really have to get too deep into that. And also, since we jump on the topic of Shenseea a little bit, I'm going to just actually move on to the next topic now, which is about Shenseea and her debut album Alpha. It surpassed over 100 million streams on Spotify. So let me get into this article right about now. All right, my people. So it says Shenseea's debut album Alpha surpasses 100 million streams on Spotify. Dancehall princess Shenseea continues to break records at her own pace as her debut album Alpha surpasses 100 million streams on Spotify. The 14-track set released March 11, 2022 is the fastest project by a dancehall artist to reach the milestone on the platform, led by the release of 6 singles including the Canadian certified gold-selling Bless featuring Tiger. Alpha gets 76,000 streams per day and was in the most streamed album by a dancehall artist in the US that was released in 2022. The Interscope / Rich Immigrant set earned 60,000 equivalent album units according to data provided to World Music Views by Billboard sale tracker Illuminate up to December 2022. Of that sum, album sale comprised 1,300, equaling 90 million on-demand official streams of the set's 15-track, including an Apple Music Up Next Shensya Outro. The data compiled by Illuminate is based on multi-metric consumption as measured in equivalent album units in the United States. Units comprise album sales, track equivalent albums TEA, and streaming equivalent albums SEA. Each unit equals 1 album sale or 10 individual tracks sold from an album, or 3,750 ad-supported or 1,250 paid/subscription on-demand official audio and video streams generated by songs from an album, with 4,900 units total from sales and streaming in the United States in its first week of release. The collab Every album opened at number 2 on the Reggae Albums chart and also debuted at number 3 on the Billboard Heat Seekers album chart, which highlights and ranks the sales by new and developing musical recording artists each week. In its second week, Alpha slipped to number 4 on the Reggae Albums chart, earning 2,600 units from sales and streaming in the United States, according to data provided to W0man by our sales tracker Correspondence Illuminate. The second week total includes 100 additional copies in pure album sales, 700 in song sales, 2,976,000 in on-demand streaming, and 382,100 in on-demand video streaming. Shenseea hit the Spotify R&B Global chart for the first time last year when Diana with Fireboy, DML, and Chris Brown debuted at number 157 on the chart. Her highest entry on Spotify's chart was her 2021 Kanye's collab OK OK Part 2, which went to number 5 globally, and in Australia number 4 on the Spotify US, Canada, and Bulgaria daily charts, number 6 on the daily UK and daily Dubai Spotify charts, number 15 in Austria, number 11 in Belgium, and few other countries. So yes, my people, we have to big up Shenseea. You understand? I guess she's doing things at her own pace, just like the article say. She not in the bag of Ray and the bag of Tay for reach where she want to reach, you see me? So you don't know, it's still a good look for her. 100 million streams, that ain't a baby number, you understand, on Spotify. As you don't know, a lot of artists out there do well, but 100 million streams, that is something for definitely pat yourself on the back for, you understand? Anyway, people, let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section.